even crystals. I probably have about 12, 13 of these. These are two of them. I'm going to let her talk about these in a minute. But I'm going to tell you guys my story about crystals. So, last year, my mother passed. It was very difficult. It was probably one of the most difficult things I've ever had to deal with in my life, because the November before Thanksgiving weekend, she got diagnosed with hepatitis, and she'd actually had it for years. She knew she had one strain of it, but she didn't know she had two different strains of it. So the one got treated and the second one stayed in her body for like 20 something years.
Okay.
And she started having all kind of weird symptoms and didn't know what was going on and was going back to the doctor. And she got diagnosed with basically a hepatitis and complications of that. And they gave her 3 months to live. And it was just out of the blue. I mean, just like my mother was a go-getter. My mother, she had 8 DBAs. We found out after she died. She sold everything. So she was such a ball of energy and fire and all of that. So it was very difficult to see her just wither down and lose that. And there were times when she didn't know who she was or who we were. And so it was very difficult. And when she finally passed, I was actually going through therapy while she was declining, because it was so emotionally difficult. And after she passed, I would wake up in the morning and there would just be this heaviness that would be on me. And I would sit on my bed for like 15 minutes and I would be listening to affirmations and meditating and everything. And it would take like 15 minutes for that heaviness to just leave me. And it was just every day. And I was at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. I had went to Baba Fanah's class and they had their black market that day. And I'm there to promote my show. I'm there to smile at the people and try to get them to come out and try to get the vendors to come and sell. And I'm doing this. Right. And I walk by this table and this lady says, "Come here." And I said, "Okay. Hi, how you doing?" She said, "I can just feel the sadness pouring off of you. You have this beautiful smile, but I could just feel it. It's just pouring off of you." And I was like, I just stood there for a minute because I was like, okay, that's not what I expected her to say. Right. And she said, "Look at these crystals right here. Which one is calling to you?" And I didn't even notice she even had any crystals on the table. But I looked and I picked one up and she said, "That one absorbs negativity. You need that in your life." And I was like, okay. And she was like, "Which other one?" And I was like, "This one." And she was like, "That one does," I don't remember what the other one did, but whatever it was. I think it was peace. Right. I think it was one piece. She was like, "Look, you're finding what you need." She was like, "Okay, you want anything else?" And I think I got like 5 stones that day. Put them in a little bag. Left them in my car. Got in my house, getting ready to go to bed. And I was like, I got those crystals in the car. Let me go get those crystals. I put them up on my little mantle. I was like, they're pretty. Okay, I'm going to sleep. So I'm thinking they're pretty. That's all I'm thinking. I'm not thinking nothing else about them. I got some crystals. Okay, there you go. I woke up the next morning. I sat on my bed and I was waiting for the heaviness to come. I was waiting for it.
Right.
It didn't come. And I said to myself, the only thing that's changed in my life is I got some crystals sitting on my dresser right now. So I was like, okay. I went about my day. I went to bed that night. I looked at the crystals. I said, let's see how I feel in the morning. Right. Went to sleep. Got up the next day. Was waiting for the heaviness to come. Just waiting. It didn't come. It didn't come back. So that's my experience with crystals. It did something for me that meditation didn't do, journaling didn't do, therapy didn't do, taking long baths, aromatherapy, everything I tried didn't do. It lifted the heaviness off of me, you know. I believe, you know, somebody might have said it's psychosomatic. I don't care. It worked. And it was a whole lot cheaper than therapy, okay? So, that's my experience with crystals. I can only tell you what I experienced. I can't tell you anything else. So, I'm going to let Miss Saran talk about give the gift of lift. Lift people up. Lift people up so when they look at your shirt, they look at your mug, they get an inspiring message. They're lifted.